Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rhyme of the Times for the week ending 24th of January 2026. AFCON turns into a right carry-on. The Don goes on and on in two speaking marathons, and his Greenland threat isn't quite gone. He then assembles his peace board throng. On Afghanistan, his opinion is wrong. There's no Beckhams denouement as Brooklyn reflects upon hurting for so long. Feelings are strong about China's new site in London. The African Cup of Nations, aka AFCON, since before Christmas has been going on. But what is going on was the question going viral on Sunday night towards the end of the final. The match was locked at Morocco 0, Senegal 0, in a game that lacked many thrills or much skill. Senegal felt the ref was being disingenuous with the hosts. He was being much too generous. And their ire reached its limit in the last minute when Morocco was given the chance to win it. The Congolese official pointed to the spot to give the hosts a penalty they should not have got. At that point, the irate Senegalese coach chose the unexpected nuclear approach, told his players to go to the dressing room to ensure the match was unable to resume. And so down the tunnel the players trooped, but one of their number didn't join the group. Sadio Mane decided to be the grown-up and stop African football being shown up by failing to complete their showpiece match in their own competition on their own patch. Mane's view was sage, and after what seemed an age, the Senegal players returned to the stage. Then Brahim Diaz added his own plot twist as he took the long-delayed spot kick and missed. In extra time, the home crowd was left in despair as Senegal scored a worldie and the cup was theirs. When it comes to families and how to wreck 'em, just read End It Like Beckham by Brooklyn Beckham. On Monday, David and Victoria's eldest child went public with a rift that just can't be reconciled. A family feud was luridly described in a vicious Instagram diatribe, a heartfelt 6 pages from someone hurting bad, living in the shadow of a famous mum and dad. Victoria was a pop star, Dave played soccer. This offspring outpouring must have come as a shocker. Whatever Brooklyn thinks about the beautiful game, there's nought beautiful about reflected fame. And this unconfined vitriolic explosion evoked a range of opinion and emotion. Some dismissed it as an overblown family spat with a child who's just an entitled brat. But those of a disposition more sentimental were more compassionate and less judgmental. As the world is getting ever more precarious, espionage is becoming multifarious, and the Chinese are thought to be great exponents, and most Brits regard them as our opponents. That's the concern, and now to cap it all, they're to have a huge consulate in our capital. Soon we'll be able to spy with our own eyes, our security and safety being compromised. That's the fear about the decision by Sakir to let a new Chinese embassy be built here. But the government, for their part, insists that China's important and we should persist in engaging with them, and we must desist from pretending that somehow they don't exist. In addition, the point should not be dismissed that MI5 did not in any way resist. It seems it's easier to survey one big compound than check on many smaller ones scattered around. Also, nearby fibre optic cable relocation will take place to stop Chinese infiltration, and the view of Sakir, it would seem to appear, is keeping enemies near is a good idea. Tuesday was the first full year of Trump 2.0. 1 year down, just under 3 more to go. Going by the first year, who knows what state the world will be in by late 2028. In the White House on Tuesday, more concern was caused by a 100-minute speech with hardly a pause. Trump had NATO and Greenland in his crosshairs and a lot of other issues he wanted to share. Next day he flew out to show more indecorum in Davos for the World Economic Forum. There he rambled on again for more than an hour. It's allowed to think aloud when holding such power. The general view was that it was typical Trump language designed to elicit disruption and anguish, still making clear his ambition one day to have Greenland as part of the USA. Then, at the end of the maddest of mad days, with many delegates in something of a daze, the Don said a framework for a Greenland deal was done, but details of this framework seemed unknown to anyone. Next day, Trump gathered a bunch of his amigos, a collection of world leaders with matching egos. For Trump's new Board of Peace, this was the starter, with 20 founding members signing the charter. Diplomacy is hardly Trump's middle name, but he went to a new level with Friday's claim. He may have overstepped the mark with the remark that in Afghanistan NATO failed to meet the mark. The US president caused much affront with the line that only American troops were on the front line. Such a claim probably demanded contrition, but no apology came from this politician. Starmer called the comments insulting and appalling as the special relationship took a mauling. Has it finally been burned? Has the worm at last turned? Is this the moment a lesson's finally been learned? Deference should no longer be used where Trump's concerned.